Yikes. Mountains and rain don't mix it often, do they?
True.
All right, 444 here at home. We had some storms this weekend, but things are really starting to get back to more seasonal. And what does that mean? Well, less rain than what we've been seeing. For today, we are expecting a hot and humid one. Temperatures will easily climb into the 90s. We've got a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. So there's your heat for you. And that's what's sticking around most of this week, maybe even less rain by the time we get into tomorrow and through the middle of the week. So normal summer weather, it is here, hot, humid, just a few storms each day. We're not going to see nearly as much rain as we saw last week. And the other big story, we are keeping an eye on the tropics, but I want to start off by saying my concern level with the tropics is still on the low side. No matter what models are throwing out, our concern level is still low because we've got so long to track this tropical feature. Before we get to that, I just want to quickly touch on our rain chances this week. You can see they're going to stay on the low side, 20, 30, 40% here. So watching the tropics, here's the tropical disturbance. There's not a whole lot to it at this point. There's still a lot of dry air out here. There's some dust, and this is not going to do anything very quickly. So that's some good news. If you're going down to the islands this week, we're not expecting anything too crazy from this, at least for the next couple of days. It's going to be traveling northwest, and by the time we get into the end of this week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's going to be probably somewhere in here, from Cuba to maybe the Bahamas to Florida. So there's quite a bit of uncertainty, but you can see in the next 2 days, it's not expected to do much of anything. The next 5 to 7 days is when it has a higher chance of trying to develop into maybe a depression or a named storm. So nothing's going to happen very quickly with this. There's a couple reasons for that. One, it's got a lot of dry air around it right now, but two, it's such a large tropical wave. I mean, this thing is giant, and eventually we do think parts of this are going to try to consolidate and come together. Here we are Wednesday, here we are Thursday. You can see that moisture really starting to concentrate itself, and then this is when we may actually have a depression by Friday or Saturday somewhere near Cuba or the Bahamas as it moves northwest into here we are Friday and into Saturday. Now, there's a couple things that really complicate this forecast. One, nothing's there yet, so monitors are trying to figure out what they want to do. Two, the large size of this means it's going to be slow to come together, and we don't know exactly where the center might try to form. And three, well, it may interact with all these islands. And if you've been following the tropics for any amount of time, you know, any tropical system or disturbance moving over the islands can really impact exactly where it goes. Now, the steering currents right now are straightforward. It's riding around a big ridge of high pressure. That's sending it northwest. But what do the steering currents look like as it gets closer to the United States by this weekend? Well, that high pressure begins to weaken. We got a trough coming down. That's not a bad thing for us. That could protect us really, and this thing turn it to the north. Now, with that being said, this is a long ways out. We need to see how it plays with these islands and exactly what that does. That can influence exactly how it travels. So there's still a lot of unknowns, but this is why my concern level is low right now. There's not a whole lot pointing at it coming right at us, but not saying we're writing it off. We're just going to keep an eye on things, see how it evolves. Next name, by the way, is Debbie. So we'll see if we get Debbie out of this system, but that's what we're following right now. And this is what we've got all week. No tropical threats to our area all week long. We'll be following this for you all week, but it's not going to be on our doorstep. We've got 94 today, 94 tomorrow. The mid-90s are here through the week here, and our rain chances are trending lower. And notice we kick off August here on Thursday with pretty normal weather. Temperatures hanging out in the 90s, feeling like the 100s, and still a chance for some rain.